petition. What is this? Patrol Odhiambo, Isaac, yes, sir. Among, and finally.
My name is Wanyanga. I appear alongside Ms. Ashoya Willie, Steffi, Mr. Ashoya, Mrs. Ashoya June.
It's a family affair. Okay, she's your daughter.
You know, there's a colleague of ours, I think she's still out, but we are here for the respondents in this matter.
The three of you.
Yes.
10 days, they're going to be succeeded. Pending investigations into this matter. We've not presented them before court. Investigations are not complete, however, we are not seeking for an extension of the days. For further mentioned it.
Okay.
You know, we are not seeking custodial orders. You know, I don't know where their place is in respect to then whether they are allowing the court to release the accused persons, perhaps of their personal cognizance, executing personal bonds, so that we can be able to substantively address the court on the issue of bond bail.
Yes.
Subject to conditions that they'll be reporting to the IU weekly and to deposit their passports in court.
No bail terms, no nothing, apart from those conditions.
They can be granted subject to the court's discretion.
You know, then perhaps let me address. You know, it appears, and it's apparent that the prosecution arrested the accused, the respondents, and having been granted an opportunity to have investigation concluded, that has not happened. And you know, we will be most grateful if the court will be able to grant the respondents terms of personal cognizance or personal bond. You know, we are alive to the fact that 3 of the respondents are foreigners, and for which we will be able to address you separately from the first respondent. Your Honor, we humbly pray on behalf of the respondent, the first respondent, for him to be able to put in a personal bond, perhaps with a contact person.
The first one.
The first. In the alternative, if the court is inclined otherwise, that he be admitted to a cash bail, perhaps again with a contact person. I believe the wife is present in court, can be able to, and a brother can be able to put in a personal contact in respect to know, in respect
This is not my matter. Yeah. Let me communicate with the court too. Yeah. To give me the authority to proceed with this matter. Yeah. Because ordinarily, I would want to, to entertain a matter that is before another court. Yeah. So I have to consult her before we can move forward. Yes, concern.
The feeling of the court. Yeah, this court, this matter was granted today's date by the trial court, and the trial court having been absent, it is properly before you. And what the prosecution is seeking is that they are not seeking to hold them further in respect to this matter. It is something that you can be able to then render yourself on account of submissions by the state and on account of the submissions that we are putting before you. Yes. If it had been otherwise, where the prosecution was having a protracted that they continue holding them, then we'll be having a situation where perhaps you could consult. But this one, they don't have any reason to hold them further. And perhaps coming back on Tuesday will amount to then...
she's resuming on Monday.
Coming back will mean that despite the state having said they don't want to hold them, they will still be confined.
Okay.
Yes. Perhaps on account of Isaac Forays Slayton, the second respondent in this matter, we humbly pray that you admit him to equally a favorable cash bail. We will accede to the request of the state to deposit his passport in court, perhaps with the court granting an order, because he's a foreigner, so that he's not arrested on account of not showing his identification. A copy, certified copy, perhaps with an order that the passport is deposited in court. And for these reasons, Your Honor, this gentleman is married and has 4 children with a Kenyan citizen. These are matters that have not been previously in there. You didn't have an opportunity to. We are presenting to court birth certificates together with marriage certificate demonstrating that the respondent in question has a family embedded within the grains of the society of Kenya. And for that reason, there will be no need, for light risk. Equally, he is unwell. The document presented to court demonstrates that he is suffering from an ailment that requires him not to expose himself to cold. And as you consider giving terms, we'll appreciate if you grant cash bail, perhaps again with a contact on account of the third respondent. On account,
Among.
yes, among.
Louis.
Yes. Is equal
From which country?
from Cameroon.
And the second respondent?
Liberia.
Liberia.
Yes. Equally we will be depositing his passport in court and pray that you grant him a cash bail, perhaps with a contact person. On account of the 4th respondent, allow me to cede to Ms. Kilima, who is now present, be able to address you substantively because he is privy to all the circumstances of the respondent. Before then, we take pass it back to myself and I hand it over to Mr. Shioya to close for us.
He is married. He has a young child. He lives in Syokimau, Your Honor. He runs a business here in Kenya with his wife. The business is named Waja Investment. We had previously presented the documents before the court. He is not a flight risk, Your Honor. He is embedded in our society, Your Honor. An upstanding citizen who is very ready to abide to any terms provided by the court. We do humbly pray that the court grants him favorable terms.
Mrs. Ashura, is that if the court is inclined to give cash bail for the accused man, for the respondents. I have talked to the families of the persons appearing before you as respondents, and they can be able to strain and extremely strain to be able to raise each for them 50,000 shillings, for which we humbly pray that you consider when you retire.
Very briefly, for the suspects, the respondents in this matter, Your Honor, in as much as we have considered that the respondents are to the court as counsel and submitted to be admitted to cash bail, Your Honor, let it go on record that the prosecution has not filed any affidavit today showing this court the extent of the investigations that they have done in the 10 days they were given by the court for which the respondents were in custody. They are asking for a mention in another 1 month, Your Honor. Without giving the court any details, even what they want to do with that 1 month. Your Honor, it is not the duty of the court to supervise investigations. The police have a right to conduct their investigations, arrest persons and charge them. Section 36A of the CPC files an affidavit demonstrating why he needs time with the liberty of the respondents restricted. Beyond a restriction of liberty of any person is to be guarded jealously by the court. And the law, that section 36, provides that they have to give reasonable grounds sufficient for the court to extend a custodial order.
To report to the officer investigating the matter. It's a reasonable request under the circumstances. And since they have ceded on the issue of the passports and the cash bill, we'll leave the rest to the discussion of the court.
Most straightforward. Anastasia. Has not been congested, so save for certain conditions that was found by the learning prosecution. So I hereby admit the respondents to the following days warrants. So with respect to the first, since he is a Kenyan, I admit him to a award of Nations 150,000, the surety of a particular amount. Alternatively, a cash bill of 100,000, and then he'll avail 2 contact persons. In respect to the second to the fourth, who are all foreigners, I'll admit them to a award of 200,000 to the surety of a similar amount, and then alternatively, a cash bill of 150,000. Subject to then providing 3 Kenyan contact persons each, so each one of them will present 3 contact persons, Kenyan. The 2 are subject to the following conditions. Each one of them will deposit their passports. I'll also direct that they will report once in every fortnight to the investigating officer on a date and time that they will agree on. So those are the directions of the court.
We are most grateful. Perhaps the application by the state that the police no longer wishes to hold them will be praying that they will
adopt the constitutions made there. About the first and the second persons are coming.